Hi guys, well most of you will know that my collection mainly consists of sideshow collectibles, closely followed by master replicas, and then I've got a few other bits and pieces from such names as EFX and Hollywood collectibles. A few Hot Toys pieces, although I don't put those on display now. And so it's always nice to get something from a different manufacturer who you've never used before. And it gives you an idea of how the companies compare as far as the fit and finish goes and the paintwork goes. So what I'm going to be reviewing today is a collectible from Weta Collectibles, and it is the District 9 assault rifle. Now, for those people who don't know, Weta have been producing props for District 9 for probably the past 12 months or 18 months now. In fact, if you don't know, they actually made all the original props and guns for the movie. So who better than to make these replicas for us collectors. Now, the first gun that they released, and unfortunately I was too late because I didn't know that they were making these, was the arc generator. And the arc generator was the one that was used by Wickes in the movie. It's quite an elaborate piece of kit with like a kind of a double layer, what would you call it? A double tower gun system. So I missed out on that one, and there were only 300 made. And then Weta Collectibles then later put up for pre-order the assault rifle. So this is the one that I pre-ordered many months ago, and the assault rifle was used by Christopher, who was the alien in the movie. And I think that you would have first seen this in that segment where Wickes and Christopher go off to the office building where they're doing all the torturing and alien testing, and they had to sneak into that building and try and pinch back that canister of goose. And Christopher, you would have saw Christopher firing this weapon. It's a beautiful gun, it really is. I mean, I think it's just a combination of the colours, because it looks so completely out there and wacky with the orange, white and black, and then you've got these 24 canisters on the top of there as well. It's difficult to judge. I mean, I wanted to compare the paintwork to a sideshow collectible piece, and I would say it's probably on par. And the reason why I say it's difficult to judge is because this is heavily battle damaged. I won't say damaged, but that they've made it so it's very dirty. It's very scuffed, it's scratched, it's got ooze leaking out of some of these canisters. So what I've been looking for to check the paintwork really is where the paintwork should start and should begin. So these, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit and I can show you. Okay, so as you can see, you've got these deep recessed lined areas where you've got the orange paint, and then you've got a black inset into that line, and then it starts again on white. And on the whole, it works very well, and the paint applications are very good. You occasionally get a little bit of untidy work, and there's some on mine where the black paint in the recess has overlapped slightly onto the white. And likewise it slightly overlaps onto the orange as well. So on a few occasions, on a few areas on this gun, you will find slight overlap. And that gives it away as to whether the painters are good or bad. But on this occasion I would give the paintwork, I'd probably give it about an 8 out of 10. And the fact that it's meant to look worn and dirty anyway, you can get away with a lot more because it's not that noticeable if the paintwork does have a little bit of slop in there. So the the actual gun itself, it's quite heavy. I have no idea what this gun is made out of. I mean, a lot of people guess that things are made out of polystone and different materials, but I don't think that we're really ever sure as to what these props are made out of. So I'm guessing the same. It may be polystone, or it may be some kind of a hard resin. I really don't know, but what I can tell you is that it is extremely heavy, which is nice, because if you're holding something like this, you want it to feel the part, and on this occasion, it does really feel the part. Maybe if I can show you a few of the elements of the battle damage on there. Most of the white areas on this gun have been dirtied up or brushed over with a pale grey to make it look all dirty, and as you can see in some of these deeper recesses, you've got dirt marks inside there as well. You've got a little bit of alien language on parts of the gun. I'll just show you that again on top, so you can just see a little bit of overlap on the paint on there, so it's nothing major. You've also got the alien ooze, which is, as you can see just there, which is kind of like a honey coloured varnish or resin that they've used, which is supposed to be leaking out the canisters. You can just see as well, just in there as well, where they've dabbed some kind of creamy coloured paint and then some honey varnish on there as well. Likewise, if you look at the top of the gun, I'm sorry if this is all over the place, but it's just really awkward to review. Again, what they've done is dabbed on a bit of cream coloured paint and then some honey varnish over the top, so it looks like all of these cylinders are leaking alien residue. I think if I had to criticise this effect with this residue, I would say that on these canisters it's a little bit too symmetrical, because what they've done, which is difficult to show you, but let me get it around there, is the dab of paint is in more or less in the same area on every one of the canisters, and likewise they've just dabbed the varnish again in the same place. So I'd have liked to have seen a bit more randomness on that paint application, but that's just a small niggle really. You've got the canister on the end, as you can see. There's a top view. I don't know what you call that in the middle, some kind of gadget to aim, I suppose. There's the back of the gun. Show you the underneath if you want to see. So there you go. There's another nice effect which I'm very pleased with, and let me see if I can show you this. Let me find a good example for you. Let me turn the gun around. I've got a nice example for you. So if you look, where are we? Here, as you can see there, it almost looks like the gun was pre-sprayed in like a chrome effect paint, and then what they did then is to paint over the top of that in this white or orange, depending on where it is on the gun, and then just scratched off the paint, and you've ended up with this chrome effect underneath. Now it looks like that, but I could be mistaken. It could be applied onto the top of the paint, but it's so difficult to tell, and that's a good thing, because in other words it's been done very well and it's very convincing, and you see lots of that in all the right places as well. As you can see, just around the edge of the canister where you'd expect these to get scuffed, you've got exactly the same effect around there, and this is produced randomly across the whole of the gun. Let me me just zoom out a bit. What else can I tell you? It doesn't have any moving parts, as expected, being a solid mould. It's supplied with a couple of mounting brackets, so it's meant to be attached onto a wall. And I'm probably going to mount this over the sofa on this end of the room. So yeah, it's cool. I mean, I suppose it would have been really nice if they would have supplied a base for it, so it could be table mounted. But you know, I'm thinking about something with that. Maybe I can do something at work and put something together. But I'm not really fussed really. I'd be quite happy if this was mounted onto the wall as well. The advantage of mounting something onto the wall is that I haven't got to worry about any more cabinets or shelves to actually put this on. So it probably is best in my case if I did wall mount it. But also, I'll see what I come up with anyway. What else can I tell you? So yeah, this is, I think I told you it was limited, so it's limited to 300. I think this was, I haven't got the box at the moment, but I think this was 167 or 168 of 300. Yeah. And this has come all the way from New Zealand, and it was a good, I must admit, it was a good price. The New Zealand dollar against the UK pound is really good at the moment. It was virtually half, because I think these are something like 690 New Zealand dollars, or if you want that in American pounds, I think they're about 500 American dollars. But the New Zealand dollar against the pound, it was virtually half, so you know, it didn't cost that much. It was pretty good. And another bonus is that when it's a funny story, because I went to collect this. Well, they tried to deliver this on Friday while I was at work. So of course I was out, and they just left the card through the door, and then I went to collect it yesterday, Saturday, from the postal service. And I was expecting to pay import duty, which in the UK you'd be looking to spend around about 20% or maybe a little bit more, it depends. So I'd anticipated that, and then I got to the post office, and there was this guy in front of me, and he was collecting just a shirt. He'd bought the shirt from abroad somewhere, and the chap at the back of the counter, he told him that he'd got to pay import duty, and he was pretty peed off. So he had to pay £20 import duty, and I think he also had to pay a surcharge to the shipping company as well. So he was pretty miffed. And in fact, I said to the guy, I'm going to be in the same boat here, I'm going to have to pay import duty as well. So I walk up to the counter, and he checks, and no. On this occasion, it actually slipped through the net, and I didn't have to pay import duty. So I can't tell you how thrilled I am, because that makes it a bit of a bargain, this piece. If this had been hit with import duty, then I would have probably ended up paying another, I don't know, £70, another £70 or £80 I would have probably paid on top of the amount that I'd already spent on this. So it was a good saving, it was a good buy. I think it's still showing up as pre-order, so if you are interested in these, you can get these direct. You have to order these direct from the Weta website, and then what they do is they keep a warehouse in the UK, so they get dispatched from the UK warehouse. So I didn't actually, I think the shipping charge, it may have been about, in fact I don't even remember there being a shipping charge. So it may have been that it was shipped free if it comes from the UK warehouse. I'm really not sure, but all I can say is that this was a bargain, it really was. So there's some left, I believe it's still saying pre-order. If you're a fan of the movie, I'm a fan of the movie, I thought it was a great film. then hop onto the Weta website and get your pre-ordering, and you'll pick one up. 300 worldwide. Go for it, guys. What are you waiting for? So there you go. That's the end of this review of my Weta District 9 assault rifle. I'll just show you one more time, if I can get it all in shot of me holding it. So there you go. There it is. This is my boomstick. Okay guys, just before I go, I just want to give a shout out basically to two people that relates to this video with District 9. The first person is Eric, or Bucephallos by 77. He just done a review of the Blu-ray of this with kind of like a special edition of the disc. He's got quite a nice metal tag or badge that came with that. So if you check out that review, I'll put the link to the video, or his channel even, at the bottom of this video. Eric's a nice guy. He does his videos are quite random and versatile, so he pretty much covers everything and anything, whether it be DVDs, Blu-rays, gadgets, or just general purpose chats, even prank calls. He also does, so well worth checking out, Eric. And the other person I'm just going to mention again, relating to District 9, is Bucephallos, or Bucephallos. I can't say that. Bucephallos, when you do that video, can you tell me how I'm supposed to say that? But anyway, Bucephallos has also ordered the District 9 assault rifle, so he's going to be doing a video in this, so look out for that one very soon from Bucephallos. So until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye.